Although grip strength is crucial for some sports, a lack of it, especially as we age, can be a good indicator for muscle weakness, which in turn is a strong predictor for cognitive dysfunction and longevity. So in this video, we identify methods to improve it. Hi everyone, and welcome to Exercise for Health. And as we get older, beyond the age of around 35, our muscle strength inherently declines if we don't do anything about it. And this change is normally identified when you find it difficult to remove the cap from a bottle, for example. It's therefore important to make sure we regularly challenge the muscles in the body with resisted exercises so you don't lose their function. Poor grip strength in particular is an indicator for muscle weakness, and this can be tested using a grip dynamometer, a handheld device where you squeeze your hand in an attempt to make a fist for about 3 seconds to find out how much force you can generate. Once the measure has been taken, this can be checked in the table on screen to find where it sits for your gender and age group. But not many people have access to one of these devices, so what else can you do to test it? Well, you could use a set of bathroom scales to squeeze, but I'm not sure how accurate this method really is. That aside, there are 3 major types of grip strength that you can exercise. Support refers to grip endurance and how long you can hold on to something. Crush refers to how strong your grip is using your fingers and the palm of your hand, like with the grip dynamometer device. And pinch refers to how firmly you can pinch something between the tips of your fingers and thumb. Let's look at support grip strength first, where both methods are timed so they can be a great way of testing your progress. The first is the dead hang. This is where you use a fixed pull-up bar above your head that you can hold on to using a choice of gripping method such as overhand, neutral, or an underhand grip, and hang from it, essentially remaining still and relaxed while maintaining the grip of the bar. Obviously, the heavier your body weight is, the more challenging this will be, but the aim is to see how long you can hang from the bar for before losing your grip. For some people who are very deconditioned or are very heavy, this may be an impossible task to even hang for a second or two, and people who have major shoulder joint problems may find this exercise too painful to consider attempting it. However, if you are able to do the dead hang and you time your attempt, you can see how you compare against average times for your age group in this general guideline for dead hang times on screen now. It's worth noting that these are average times, and an individual's performance will be affected by their body weight, fitness level, health, and also how much practice they have had with this exercise. Dr. Peter Attia suggests that for men in their 40s, they should be able to dead hang for 120 seconds, and for women of the same age, it should be 90 seconds. But this is not going to be realistic for most people, especially when starting out. To provide you with an example, I managed to dead hang for 52 seconds when trying this at my local gym, which I felt was a respectable score for a 48-year-old weighing 98 kilograms. For a more impressive example though, a former exercise class member of mine last year at the age of 76 managed to dead hang for more than 5 minutes, which beats most fit and strong athletes in their 20s. So this is something that you can improve on with practice if done regularly, and it's also a great exercise for decompressing the spine too. The second method is the farmer's carry or farmer's walk. This is where you hold the same weight in each hand and walk with it for as long as you can until your grip fails. Now, Dr. Peter Attia has also stated that carrying your body weight in your hands and walking with it for 1 minute should be the gold standard for men in their 40s, and for women of the same age, they should carry 75% of their body weight for 1 minute. Again, like with the dead hang, this seems a little extreme, and there will only be a very small percentage of the population able to manage this level. To test it, I tried carrying a 100-kilogram trap bar and only managed to walk with it for 30 seconds. It was a big challenge just to get the weight off the floor and stand up, let alone walk with it. So the risk of injury from attempting this level of difficulty for most people who follow this channel will be far too high. Instead, it would be better to pick a heavy weight that you're able to pick up safely and hold, maybe somewhere between 10 and 20% of your body weight in each hand, depending on your level of physical conditioning, and try and walk with them for 1 minute. If you can do this easily, then gradually increase the weight that you're carrying until you find it difficult to get to 1 minute. and this increase in weight being carried will be your barometer for checking your progress. For me, I was able to carry 30 kilogram dumbbells, so just over 30% of my body weight in each hand, for 58 seconds, which is the right effort to work with until I can do 1 minute easily. The farmer's carry is a fantastic and highly recommended exercise for most people who are able, even if it starts with a small weight in each hand. And not only does it benefit your grip strength and endurance, it also aids the development of your core muscles for a healthier spine too. Let's now look at crush grip strength exercises. A gripping aid device is relatively cheap and can be adjusted for its intensity to challenge the user, has a built-in counter to make sure you do the desired number of reps, and some sets also come with other aids that can also help with hand strength. These are very popular and will certainly help with improving strength to take lids off jars, so I will leave a link in the description below to this set that I'm using. If you have a tennis ball or squishy ball that you can hold in the palm of your hand and slowly crush it and then release about 20 or 30 times in each hand, then this will improve your grip strength, and like with the gripping aids, it is something simple that you can do while sat down watching TV. Wrist rollers are great for providing a challenge on the forearm muscles while also enhancing the grip strength and conditioning. These aids can attach any household item or weight to it, and it can be used in two different ways depending on whether you're trying to improve the crushing grip strength or the pinching grip strength as you use it to roll a weight up and down a piece of rope. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below to the one that I recommend. Grabbing a towel and soaking it in water and then wringing it out by twisting your fists in alternate directions can be a great way to increase grip strength, attempting to get as much water out of the towel before starting again and repeating this process 3 or 4 times. Finally, let's look at the option for pinching grip strength. Start by lifting a light to moderate weight in one hand, but only using your pinching grip between the tips of your fingers and thumb, and then slowly switch it from one hand to the other, holding it for 5 to 10 seconds before changing hands. Here I'm using a 4 kilogram dumbbell, but pinching my thumb and fingers on the sides of the handle to keep hold of it. This exercise doesn't need a heavy weight, so will be more accessible because you can use everyday household objects. Just be careful that you don't let the weight slip out of your fingers and drop it on your foot. Also, don't forget the exercises that I've shown in some of my workout videos, using your grip against a resistance such as TRX pull-ups, standing rows with a resistance band, or hip hinges with a hand weight, will all require an element of grip strength. So making sure exercises like these are done on a weekly basis will naturally help. Obviously, improving grip strength is just one way to help enhance muscle strength in the body, but time should be spent on at least 2 days a week performing strength-related exercises such as squats, sit to stands, step-ups, lunges, push-ups, and even floor exercises such as those practiced in a Pilates class. I hope you found the information in this video useful. If so, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay active and keep moving to feel better.